Hey folks, Mike Benzine here, and welcome to the Friday night V8 Supercars Americas. It's week 12, it's Friday night, it is the last race of the season, and we're back at Imola. We had a pretty good run with the car last night, but I felt like there were a couple of changes that I could have made that would have really improved on our night. Made those changes. Happy to say that while the car is a few tenths of a second faster, at least in terms of my overall best possible lap time, I think the biggest thing is that the car, I have a lot more confidence in the car now. I felt like that was the thing that I struggled with last night, is just being able to get the power down, especially on corner exits. So I think we've made a big stride towards that, and I think that's where a lot of that lap time is coming from. So yes, it's great that the car is faster, but I think I'm going to be more consistent and for a lot longer during a stint. So we actually got an awesome turnout tonight. I think I saw 34 cars when the session launched. We are clearly in split 2, because I know there were some bad fast guys in practice just before the session launched, and they're not here with us tonight. So this is definitely split number 2. I'm car number 5, and yeah, if we had 34 people signed up, yeah, it's going to be another 17-car race. So yeah, the same grid size as we had last night, but we got 2 splits tonight. So it sucks that I didn't make the top split for the last race of the season, but you know, that's how these things go. So, yeah, let's qualify and see where we end up tonight. 146.9! Yes! I didn't think this car would be capable of a 46 this weekend. That sits me in 4th right now. I'll happily take it. So I'm going to say, definitely want to see if we can keep a top 5. If things go right, maybe a podium. I'm trying to think if I've raced with Alan before. We'll see. I think I took like 6/10 off of my first qualifying lap. That was awesome. Kind of wish I recorded it.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid. Five cars left to grid. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded. Green flag, green flag. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Coming up now should get us to the finish. More laps.
Fuck.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty. Car right. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
That's not good.
Right side. Still there, hold your line. Clear. You got a slow car on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Left side. Clear. That car is a lap down. Left side. Clear.
Thank you.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Shit.
Box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
We're still looking good for a top 5, but I'd really like to get that that 4th place back from Darcy. I can run with him. I don't know if I can pass him. See if I can catch him first.
Okay, punch it. The lead is pitting now. You got a slow car on the left. Go right. Go left. Got 10 laps to go. You're in 5th. leaders pitting now. You got a slow car on the right. You're back in 4th position. The next car's the leader.
Ah!
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. You got a slow car on the right. That car is a lap down. Left side. Clear on the left. Five to go. You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Thank.
Cheers, mate.
2 laps to go. You have about 2 laps of fuel left. White flag, stay smooth. You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Well done, Roy. Now, I was just telling Ryan you should have pitted earlier. Yeah, I'm not good on the strategy.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Well, you should be in our room and we could tell you how badly you did it.
Nice run, solid work.
I hear it.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in. Right here.
Oh. Good race. Oh man, that was fun. That was crazy. Crazy tight competition. Man. Well, I got my top 5, but I worked way harder for it than I thought I'd have to. That was a lot of fun. Mark Cirilla is straight up a maniac. That car was so out of shape, like every time I looked at it. But he must be one of those guys that can just drive like totally out of control and get away with it. Because I don't know how he was making the kind of pace he was making with, you know, just like every there's so many times, because I think he came out of the pits behind me, and I saw him on the relative, and he was like a few seconds back, and I think I caught a glimpse of him in my mirror, and he was all out of shape and everything. So I just kept pushing forward, and then like a lap or so later, I'm coming out of a corner, and I just check my mirror, and he's there, but he's sideways, but he's there. It's like I've seen this guy twice now, and both times it's been more door than front end, but he's gaining on me. And yeah, I think where did he get past me? Not that I had a clean race by any stretch of the imagination. I don't even know, where did I end up with, like 8 I think I had like 8 off tracks or something. Yeah, 8 incidents. I think all of them were off tracks. Yeah, just just try, man. It's really easy to overdrive this place. You try it you feel like you're going faster, but you're not. And it's so hard to get yourself out of that mindset and go back to just putting in solid laps, and they turn out they're faster. Yeah, I thought that I was gonna have to fight Darcy for 4th or 3rd or 4th or wherever we were running around the pit stop. And he had a couple. He was very solid. He was like the opposite of Mark. He was me and him were like right, you know, neck and neck in terms of pace. But he was just way more solid than I was. Right up until, what was it, like a lap after the pit stop. I think a lap after the pit stop is when Mark pulled in behind me. He came out of the pit, or he came out of the pits around me. He might have been in front of me. Yeah, because we went into the first chicane, and that's when I saw Darcy go off the track. That was like the one mistake I think that I saw Darcy make the whole night, was he just completely blew that first turn and straight lined the chicane. We still didn't get past him. That's just how much of a lead he had on us. And of course, we were, you know, me and Mark were fighting each other like crazy. Didn't help. We probably slowed each other down once or twice. But yeah, just couldn't. Man, I'm the top finishing American. That's cool. I'll take that. But yeah, car was awesome all night. Like, it did exactly what I wanted it to. It was way more compliant, way more reliable, way more confident. Just did pretty much everything I wanted it to. I think there was one time where it caught me out. The rest of the time, every other mistake that I made tonight was totally my own doing. Like I said, just overdriving the car and just trying way too hard, and this place punishes you for that. I know there were a couple times I got out of shape in, I don't know what the name of the turn is. It's the right-hander at the bottom of the hill before you go up to the Variante Alta, like in the middle of the circuit. I followed, there was one lap where I went into that corner and the car in front of me just went bombing into it, and I'm like, wow, I guess you can brake. You know, he made it, so I came out of that experience like, I guess you can go into that corner a lot harder than I thought. So I tried carrying more speed going in, and it just didn't stick. It just would not come into the turn. So yeah, I think that was like the first real off track that I had there. The second off track, I think I just was I think that's when I was following Mark, and I just came in way too hot and out of shape. Um, yeah, otherwise it was just a lot of real, edge of control stuff. Little bits again, little bits of wheel spin on corner exit will kill you at this track. Um, but at the same time, if you don't accelerate hard out of the turns, you'll just get blown away on pace, like that. So it's really tough. You really got to nail your corner exits at this place, and that's always been one of my weak points. I think is corner exits, especially on sharp turns, like second and third gear turns. Um, but I think I did pretty good tonight, all things considered. Yeah, and the whole time we had Dale. Dale was like one serious fuck up behind us the whole time, just waiting to take my fifth spot from me. But yeah, so I started fourth, finished fifth. But I can't. I put the car on the grid with the goal of getting a top five, and I did that. So I'm pretty happy with tonight, and I'm pretty happy with the season too. Yeah, I think last season I really struggled with getting the car to hook up the way I wanted it to. This season I feel like I don't know if it was me or I know I threw some setup stuff at it early in the season, or it's something that iRacing did, behind the scenes, physics wise. But yeah, the car felt a lot more responsive this season, a lot more responsive to setup changes, and just it did what I wanted it to a lot more, and that's always cool. Yeah, and to end the season with a race like this, not a lot of passing tonight, but not for lack of trying. we were fighting out there. Oh man, that was fun. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a great week 13. I actually got one race left in me. It's a league race. It's gonna be kind of interesting. That's gonna be next week. Shit, when was that? I think that's actually next week Thursday. So I should have another race video posted about same time as my regular Thursday night posts. But it's gonna be something a little bit different. Should be interesting. But yeah, that's me done. Take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.